welcome back to another video. So today I'm doing a really quick book review and a writing update video. So I wanted to include this book review in this writing update video because this book that I read recently has given me an idea of what I want to do in terms of trying to meet some of my writing goals. And so I want to talk about the book a little bit first, and then I will get into my writing goals / update. So the book that I read recently was Better Than Before, Mastering the Habits of Our Everyday Lives by Gretchen Rubin. And I listened to this on audiobook. And this book is all about habits, knowing ourselves, becoming self-aware of our tendencies and our personalities, and how to develop habits that will best suit each different personality or tendency. I will say, going into this book, do not go in expecting it to be like a book on, good habits to adopt or bad habits to avoid. This is not that type of book. The author even says in the beginning, this is not that type of book. Of course, everyone's habits are going to be personal. What habits people adopt or give up is going to be personal. So don't go into this thinking, it's gonna tell you what good habits to adopt or what bad habits to avoid. This is not that. I would say it's more of an inspiration, kind of gives you idea type of books on what habits other people have adopted that work for them. So you hear a lot of stories of what other people have done that have worked for them and how they developed that habit. And so it gives you some ideas of some things that maybe you could try, or get different ideas from their stories. So that's what you really get out of this book. So with that being said, one thing that I did like is that she goes through the 4 different personality types, which I've heard about these personality types before. I just, forgot about them until now. But the 4 types are the questioner, the obliger, which is what I am, the rebel, and the upholder. And depending on which personality type you are, different strategies might work or not work when it comes to trying to develop a new habit. So for me, since I'm an obliger, what that means is I do better with external motivation and external accountability. So for example, if I tell someone else I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, then I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z because I told someone that I'm gonna do it. And so there's that external accountability and motivation for me to actually get done what I said I would get done. Whereas internally, I don't have enough of an internal motivation to get the things done that I say I want to get done. So perfect example of this is I've been telling myself for years that I'm going to write a book, I'm going to finish a book. And I've told myself that for years, but I've never really had that motivation to actually finish an entire project until this year. So at the beginning of this year, if you guys have seen my bookish resolutions video, one of my writing goals for this year was to actually finish a book. And because I said that in a video and put it out there on YouTube, I felt like I had to do it. And I did finish the first draft of my nonfiction book. And so having that bit of external accountability, even though it's not like you guys were messaging me every day being like, are you working on your book? Are you working on your book? So that's not the external accountability that I'm talking about, but just the fact that I put it out there and people know about it, that was enough for me to be like, okay, I gotta actually do this. I need to get on this and I need to actually finish this. It's the thing with the obligers is we don't like disappointing people. Like, we're fine with disappointing ourselves, but we hate disappointing other people. And so, and like, that is like 100% me. Like, I cannot stand disappointing other people. With no problem letting myself down, because I'm just like, whatever, it'll happen when it happens. But I hate disappointing others when they are expecting something from me. And so kind of need that external push to get things kind of rolling, which is why I wanted to start something new on my channel. So for me, when it comes to writing, I really need that extra external motivation to write. Otherwise, I will procrastinate like no other. And that's actually what I'm doing right now with some of my projects. I'm just like, I should work on this. I should be writing. But I think I'll do more research instead. Even though I'm like, no, I should actually start writing. So I'm going to give myself that external motivation to keep going by doing weekly writing updates. I want to start updating you guys every week. I don't know yet if it's going to be, if I'm going to post these updates on Sundays or on Mondays. I'm still kind of debating whether or not I'm going to do it on Sundays or Mondays. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have a preference for one day or another. Just know if I do Sundays, it'll probably be uploaded Sunday evenings. And if I do Mondays, it'll probably be maybe Monday morning. I mean, I'm gonna try to shoot for Monday morning, but it might end up being like Monday afternoon or evening. I'm not entirely sure yet. But either way, if you guys have a preference on a day or time, let me know in the comments below. So I'm going to be, like I said, doing weekly writing updates and letting you guys know how far I've gotten into the story, how many chapters or pages or whatever I've written. So I'm hoping that'll help give me the kick in the butt that I need to get moving and actually get writing. Also because I want to make writing a daily habit, and I'm not quite there yet. So I've gotten better about writing most days, but I'm not very consistent with it. So trying to make it a daily habit to write, and hopefully this will help with that. So kind of how I'll set up these videos is I'll talk about first how I did with the previous week's goals, whether I met them or not, and just how did it go that week. And then I'll talk about new goals for the upcoming week. So since this is the first week that I'm doing this, I'm just gonna get into my goals for this week. So this week, I'm actually going to start small. I'm gonna start small and build up, so it's not like crazy overwhelming in the beginning. So for this week, I just have really two main goals, which is to write at least 5 days this week and to write at least one chapter of Project Royals, which Project Royals is the name that I'm giving my current work in progress. I've talked about it in another writing video. I'll leave that link down below if you guys want to check it out. But it's about a royal family. Think sort of Game of Thrones mixed with Reign and How to Get Away with Murder, with some supernatural elements. So yeah, I'm just calling it Project Royals for now because I don't have a title for it yet. So those are my goals. Like I said, I'm starting small for now. And I guess that's pretty much it. I will let you guys know in next week's video when I do another update. I'll let you guys know how this week went. But yeah, that's it for this video. Again, let me know if you guys have a preference on days. Let me know in the comments below. And that's it for now. I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye!